5 cities, 1 trip. Over the next week and a half, I will be driving across the country as I take a look at law schools in Georgia, Iowa, and Arizona, and everything will be capped off with a weekend in Vegas before I head back to Buffalo. And of course, you gotta have the suit. We are all packed up, settled in, and ready to go. Now let's get on the road to our first stop. And our first stop, Pittsburgh. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but that's because we're sitting down in the south side and I'm sitting in an alley waiting for a spot to open up to park my car. But yeah, we're here. First stop on the journey. All right, a few hours later here in Pittsburgh, fresh cut. South side, East Carson, Southside Barber, go check it out. But yeah, it looks good. Time to go eat dinner with my sister and explore the city a bit. I accidentally deleted the footage from dinner, so here's some of the scenery of Pittsburgh at night instead. Alright, just finished up dinner. Time to go explore the city a little bit. Alright, we are on the edge of the city. Beautiful view up here. I am freezing my balls off because I had to take so many pictures, but yeah, it's freezing up here, but I gotta go get warm and get ready for the trip tomorrow. And we're back over by the car, but I wanted to show you guys the other view that we had, and hopefully you can hear me. It's windy as all hell, but this is the view that I had in the background. Pretty nice. I'll toss some pictures up on the screen of some of the stuff that I took, and yeah, time to go get ready for the rest of the trip. Warm, at least a little bit. Big thanks to my sister for showing me around, being my camera woman for part of the day. Didn't get to Pittsburgh until late, but had some fun, had dinner, got to see part of the city, took a lot of pictures. Now I have to be up in 8 hours and on the road, so let's get some sleep. All right, it is currently dawn here in Pittsburgh, as you can probably see. We got that nice view of the city, or the bridge at least. Yeah, time to get going. Have to be in Atlanta this evening. Got a hotel down there, and then visiting University of Georgia on Monday morning. So yeah. Again, here's some more footage of the scenery that I got to see in Pittsburgh. Watching the sunrise reflect off the buildings was beautiful. I am a little bit south of Pittsburgh right now. Stopped at the last Tim Hortons that I'm going to see for a while. Makes me sad. I'm gonna miss it, but what can you do? I guess I'll have to live off of like hotel coffee and shit while I'm down there. But now a 9-hour drive to Atlanta. See you guys there. After I left Pennsylvania, I got to drive through the mountains in Virginia and West Virginia, and I even got to see a little bit of eastern Tennessee before I ended up in Georgia. Finally in Georgia. Now just another hour or so till I get to Atlanta and my hotel. Getting close. Let's see what this room is like. Not bad. Not bad at all. What's the view like? Also not bad. Alright, I'm gonna get settled in. Alright, took a shower, got settled in. I decided I'm just going to chill out here for the day, or for the night, because tomorrow's a very long day. So, got some food on the way, going to eat, do some work here, and then pass out. See you all tomorrow. Alright, just finished my workout, and it is still barely dawn out. You can only see a little bit of light coming over. Time to get showered and get on the road. Leaving the first hotel in Atlanta and headed towards Athens. Got an hour and a half drive and then first law school tour. Don't worry, I'm gonna change my shirt. I have a dress shirt like there. I just realized how dark this is, but yeah, time to get on the road again. All right, I've just finished up my tour of the law school, so now I'm going to go grab some food downtown and explore the college a little bit. Let's go. Apparently the stadium is wide open. Look at this view. Honestly, wasn't expecting to be able to get in here, but I'm glad I walked down here. Nice little view here of one of the main buildings. Let's keep walking. Turns out there are plenty of places to get a nice view up here. Like here's a nice view of part of the college. And right over there is the stadium that I was just at. The tour of the law school wasn't that long, but campus is big enough that I've been able to make a tour for myself. All right, just finished up touring UGA, finished walking around campus, taking a look at everything. Stopped and got myself some peaches because, of course, let me just say, the women down here, gorgeous. Like, that alone is almost convincing me to go to school here. But the school itself was great. The facilities for the law school are really nice. They have a great library and everything. But the environment might not click super well for me. Not the law school in particular, but just University of Georgia. I spent about 2.5 hours just walking around the campus, and it's really laid back for me. Well, they take things slow and they're really laid back. Like I said, the people here are really nice, but it might be a little bit too slow for me. But I don't know why I'd expect anything else from Georgia. So we'll have to see what the other schools are like. It's a beautiful place, beautiful women. The school itself is good, but I might just not click super well, at least not right away. So we'll see, but that's just my gut reaction. So I'm gonna finish this and then get on the road. All right, just booked a hotel in Nashville, so let's head there for the night. This drive was probably my second favorite portion of the trip, with all these lakes and mountain passes that I got to go through. Next stop, Nashville. Let's see what this hotel room is like. Shit. Damn. This place looks nice. This is even better than the last place, and the last one was a planned stop. This I just typed in, like, hotels that are along the way of where I was gonna be. Yeah. Wow. I'm impressed with this. All right, I'm gonna settle in. Ended up going and having dinner at a bar that's right down the street from my hotel. Had a few drinks, talked with some of the locals. All right, all done here in Nashville. Time to get on the road and get to Iowa. Again, I managed to see plenty of rivers and forested areas as I finished driving through Tennessee and all the way up until I hit St. Louis. After that, things leveled out and I had to stare at nothing but farmland for the rest of the day. Just got to Iowa City. Let's see what the hotel is like here. Ooh, nice and spacious. Decent sized TV. Good bed. Not bad looking. Not a great view, but Iowa City's really flat, so I wasn't expecting much of one, but yeah, there's a lot of space in here. Let's check out the bathroom. A little cramped, but not bad. You can tell that most of the floor space went to the actual room itself. All right, I'm gonna settle in. Just got off the phone with room service, had a burger and fries on the way. Just got the food. Time to have some dinner. Look at this. Breakfast burger, some fries. Let's dig in. Let's talk. Right now I am in a hotel room in Iowa City, and I figured that we should talk about how this trip is going. The trip is alright. I know that the reason why it's not going great is because of me, specifically my planning. I didn't give myself very much time to get from place to place on this trip. It's very much go, 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 and I have a tight schedule that has to be kept. By the time that I get up in the morning, I either have to get ready to go to a tour or I need to get ready and get on the road to get to my next destination. Today will be the longest day that I spend in a hotel, and I didn't get here until like 4:30 p.m. I haven't left myself very much, if any, time to explore the cities that I'm in. So between the tight schedule and everything else that I'm doing, it makes it kind of difficult to truly enjoy the experience of the trip. Don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying being on it. I'm enjoying being away and not really having a lot to worry about, but I do have stuff to worry about. I'm missing school this week. I'm not doing as much as I feel like I should because I'm on the road too much. At this point, I'm not sure how worth it this trip is. I know that it's something that I needed to do to look at these law schools, but I also feel like my time may have been better spent just working away at something and narrowing down my choices a different way. Who knows, maybe these next couple of days will change everything. I'm only about 4 days into the trip so far, and I still have about a week left until I get back. And I'm hoping that the very tail end of this trip makes everything that I disliked about it not really matter. With that being said, I'm happy that I went on the trip or am going on it, but I wish that I'd gone about this a different way. It's a bit of a mixed bag. I hope that there's some stuff that I will take out of this trip other than just a distaste for keeping a tight schedule, because I like schedule and stuff, but when it's this tight, it becomes kind of stressful. Anyways, those are just my thoughts right now on how things are going and what I've been experiencing along the way. Who knows, everything could change in the next couple of days, or things could get even worse. You never know, but for right now, I'm going to enjoy it as much as I possibly can, because there's still a long road ahead. I'm all done with this hotel. Time to hit the road and go tour Iowa's law school. Let's see how it goes. Just got to the University of Iowa campus. Already off to a bit of a rough start. Ended up going to the wrong parking garage, so apparently it's a $20 fee, but oh well. Doesn't really look like a college campus, but we'll see what it looks like once I get inside. And here we are. Let's go check in. During the tour, I managed to get a pretty decent view of Iowa City from the top of the building. After that, you know I had to grab a hat. Alright, all done with the tour. Time to get on the road again. All done with the University of Iowa. I actually really liked it here. This city isn't like my particular cup of tea, but once I got into like the actual downtown of it and toured the law school, I really enjoyed it. Grabbed myself a hat. Now it's time to get on the road because I have to get to Arizona in about 40 something hours. Let's go. The drive through Iowa and Kansas is pretty much what you'd expect, and I ended up getting to Dodge City at around 10 that evening. hotel. Let's see what this is like. Oh, that's not very bright. There we go. There's a sofa, TV, fridge, everything. What's the bathroom situation like in here? And this is surprisingly not that bad. This was a like $50 hotel in Dodge City, Kansas. So, honestly, not that bad for what I expected. All right, I am all finished up in Dodge City, Kansas. Time to get going because I have a lot of ground to cover if I want to make it to Phoenix. I am glad to be out of there. I went down to check out and there was no one at the front desk. I dialed their number, rang for about a minute, no answer, left a message, tried again, rang for about a minute, no answer, just hung it up, left my key cards, and now it's time to get on the road and get this place behind me. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Again, more of the same scenery on the drive. It wasn't until I got through Oklahoma and into New Mexico that I started to see a little bit of a change in scenery. Things really started to change once I got into Arizona. There was even some snow on the ground in the mountains to the north of Phoenix. Just got to my place in Phoenix. Let me show you what it looks like. And honestly, it's not the worst. I like the wide open space of it. Things are laid out a little weird. Look at this bathroom though. Like, oh my god, this many mirrors. It's kind of weird that they have it separated like this, but whatever. I'm gonna settle in and get some food. I got a long day tomorrow. Morning, everyone. It is March 4th. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, and it is a little bit before 6:30 right now. And yeah, still dark outside. Still look at the bright greenness they is. Yeah, I'm going to get ready for the day because today's a big one. All right, time to check out and head to Arizona State. Let's see what it's like. Just finished up at ASU. I didn't record anything after the lobby because it was a lot of meetings, and then it was a group tour and we went out to a group lunch, and I didn't want to seem awkward recording with a bunch of people. I'm still not fully used to this. I know that I need to get used to it if I want to actually be a YouTuber or whatever I'm trying to be. But yeah, it was a good tour, really in-depth. Got to talk with a lot of staff, got to do some like interviews, ask some questions, and did lunch with other admitted students and some current students, which was really nice. So yeah, I liked it quite a bit. I have some decisions to make now, but before I make those decisions, let's go have some fun in Vegas. The first time that I had any weather on the trip besides sun was actually driving through Arizona into Nevada. It was pretty unexpected. After a bit, things cleared up and I got to drive through the desert for a bit before I got to Las Vegas. Just got to my hotel in Vegas, and the first room that they put me in was a smoking room. So now I'm going back down to the front desk to get a new room. Yay, off to a great start. Finally put me in a new room, so let's check it out. Here it is. Nice big TV and everything. And view of the strip. We're just barely off the strip right now. So yeah, let's check out the bathroom too. Not massive, but still very nice, especially the shower. Nice overhead shower head. Yeah, I'm gonna get settled in, get changed, and then head down to the casino. Just parked my car at the Bellagio. Let's go have some fun. Oh, this isn't gonna go well. Alright, I'm back at my hotel room, and as you can probably tell by my face, it did not go very well. That's what happens sometimes when you gamble, you lose, but oh well. Alright, it is the next morning. As you all saw, last night wasn't that great for me, but yeah, time to get up and have a different day. So today I'm going to be headed to Death Valley for a little bit before I come back here, but this is my view as the sun finishes rising. Well, it rose a little bit ago, but yeah. So let's get on the road and head to California. Shout out to the Raiders Stadium for the Twitch promo. A 2-hour drive through the desert later, and we were at Death Valley. And we're in Death Valley. Look at this view behind me. If you're wondering why I'm wearing a jacket even though I'm in one of the hottest places in the US, it's because right now it's only about 60 degrees outside and there's some wind chill, so visiting here in early March means it's gonna be cold. Now let's go explore a little bit more of Death Valley. And we are officially in Badwater Basin, one of the lowest places in North America, and the hottest place in Death Valley. Let's go walk down to the salt flats, see what it's like. Now you might have noticed that I shed the jacket, and that's because currently it is about 10 to 15 degrees hotter down here than it was up on that small peak I was on about half an hour ago. So there's no need for it, but there is a need for some water because even if you don't think you're dehydrated, you are shedding a lot down here. Let's keep walking. Right now we're about a mile out into the salt flats, and out here all of the road is pretty rough. It's no longer a smooth salt flat, it's all rocks, as you can see behind me. But there's some beautiful scenery in the back too. Let's keep going. Alright, we're quite a bit deeper now, and you can see the mountains behind me. I'm about to get ready to go back because I'm starting to sweat pretty bad and I'm almost out of water, so I don't want to run out and die of thirst. Let's get going. Alright, I'm back in the car. I'm about ready to leave Badwater Basin and leave Death Valley in general. Let's see how hot it actually got. Close to 70. Alright, let's get going. Alright, that's all from Death Valley. Time to get headed back to Vegas and have some more fun before I head back. Let's get going. I suppose that now's as good a time as any to talk about why I didn't record very much in Las Vegas. The main reason why I didn't do very much recording while I was in Vegas is honestly that first night. I had a pretty bad night that first night, and I let that bleed over into the rest of my trip. I know that it's kind of stupid to let one bad evening take away an entire other day, but I just didn't feel like enjoying myself after I went out that first night and didn't really have fun. I know there's other stuff that went into me not recording very much, mainly me not being entirely comfortable recording out in public yet. I know that I need to get over that, but the big thing was I just didn't feel up to doing very much. I had a bad night that first night. I was tired from driving so much, and I let that ruin what should have been a fun weekend. So yeah, that's the main reason why there's not much footage from in Las Vegas. Alright, that's all it for Vegas. Just waiting on the bellhop to come up, help me carry out my bags, and then it's on the road back to Buffalo. this was undoubtedly my favorite part of the drive. I got to go through some mountain passes, I drove through a snowstorm in Utah and got to see a little bit more of the rock formations before I ultimately got stopped by another snowstorm in the mountains outside of Denver. Alright, I ended up stopping in Boulder, Colorado because the weather was awful and I was tired from driving all day, so I just stopped at a random Holiday Inn, and this might be the nicest place that I've stayed on this entire trip. Look at this space, oh my gosh. And there's the weather, like that's all come down in the past, I don't know, about half hour. People were driving like 10-15 miles on the interstate, so, but yeah, let's take a look at the bathroom and now I'm gonna get to sleep. Nice size and everything. Honestly, I wish I had stayed here for a bit, but oh well, I've got other stuff to do. I'll see you guys when I'm on the road tomorrow. Quick little update. Yesterday I started to get sick on the thruway, so I had to pull off and crash out really early. Ended up staying at this relatively cheap place just off of the interstate. It's not that bad, but it's time to hit the road again, so let's get going. We still have about 1,000 miles to cover. Yay! Most of the scenery on the way back was just stuff that we'd seen on the way out west, so I didn't bother recording very much. And I am back. Holy shit. I did not expect this trip to take that much out of me. It doesn't even feel real that I drove that much and that I went that far. And now it's all over. Holy shit. Well, I need to get to sleep. As you can probably tell, I'm exhausted. It's coming up on midnight here, so yeah, I will get some sleep and then it's right back to work. Holy shit, I still can't believe I did that. I think that now is the time that I should talk about how I felt about the trip and how it went overall. It's currently about a week after I got back, and I've had a lot of time to reflect on it. I really enjoyed the trip, and I really enjoyed a lot of the things that I did, but there's also a lot that I wish I did differently or did better. One of my favorite parts was being able to drive across the country by myself. This is a story that I will remember for the rest of my life, but I kind of wish that I brought someone with me. Not because I needed someone to split the driving or anything like that or to keep me company, but when I was in all of those cities, I found it hard to force myself to go out and do something because I was alone in a new place and I was tired from doing all the driving myself. If I had someone with me, it would have been a lot easier to convince ourselves to let's go get dinner instead of ordering in. Let's go explore the city. Let's go see a show wherever we are. But because I was alone, it was really easy to just slip into, I'm just going to stay in my hotel and rest up for tomorrow. So that's one of the big things I wish I did differently. I wish I had someone there with me, or put another way, I wish that I forced myself to go out and do more. I wish that I'd explored the areas I was in a bit more instead of doing nothing but kind of staying in my hotel and driving. Because I know that that doesn't make for great content and it doesn't make for a great story overall. So those are the big things that I wish I did differently. And one of the ways that I could have done that is bringing someone with me, and another way is making the trip longer, scheduling more time in each place so that way I don't feel rushed to get from place to place and then feel exhausted once I finally get there. So those are a couple of things that I wish I had done differently, and I definitely will do differently in the future on future trips. But even though there's things I didn't necessarily love about the trip and that I wish I could have done better, there's still plenty that I really enjoyed, such as all the scenery I got to see while I was out there, getting to enjoy food from different places across the country, being able to walk around and explore places like Death Valley and going out of my way to do stuff like that. I absolutely loved doing all of that and had a lot of fun doing it. I also really enjoyed most of my law school visits. Namely, Iowa and Arizona State were phenomenal. They did a great job of actually introducing me to the school and getting me comfortable and seeing what it's like. Georgia, not so much. It was a 30-minute tour, and I had to make most of the rest of my time there up by myself. I had to walk around campus and just try and figure out what was what, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like they definitely could have gone more in depth. So, all in all, I enjoyed the trip, and I definitely plan on doing stuff like this in the future. There are some things that I wish I'd done differently, but I think that it was worth it. It was a fun time, and it'll be a great memory that I'll have for years. Now, if you stuck around this long, I know that you had to enjoy something in the video, so please like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel a ton, and it pushes me to keep making content and doing stuff like this, where I drive across the country and back in a week and a half. Also, feel free to comment down below stuff that you'd like to see me do in the future, and any other tips and tricks that you might have for when I do stuff like this. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.